Yeah, we're starting from the northeast of the valley in Betty, Nevada. And then we are going from there, from the northeast entrance, Betty, Nevada, into more the south of the park and the best attractions.
Someone made a real straight road here.
Wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for.
Basically, this is the entrance road from the northeast into the park. And from here, from about 3,500 feet, is continuously going downwards. It's going so downwards, it's going even below sea level. It's very interesting right there. So you have to climb a hill first, and then we are going downwards.
Hello, now we are at the Death Valley, and here just in the back there is the Death Valley, about 278 feet below zero, and the little gray what you see, it's actually salt. Sometimes there's a little bit water on it, and we're going to go down there. It's called Furnace Creek.
The most famous point there is actually Furnace Creek. And this is also the hottest measured point there. And the 20 mule track, they digged with these carts borax, it's a sodium borax, out of the earth from there, from the Nevada and from the California desert. They call it white gold. It's been used as detergent and cleaning material, and it was pretty famous there, but I wouldn't want to work there. After that, you can also see the Death Valley National Park Visitor Center.
So now in winter it's 12 degrees Celsius and 54 degrees Fahrenheit. But in summer it's get really hot. I think highest measured temperature is 137.
I like to say that the most attractions are at Furnace Creek. There's an RV park there, there's a big hotel there, there's something to eat, there's a saloon, there is an exhibition of old carts and equipment there. And this should replace the 20 mules, but actually never worked out. And then from there you can go to the Salt Flats, what you see there in the movie. And you have a kind of a flat way of salt south of the Furnace Creek. And from there, this is south of Furnace Creek, you can visit the Devil's Golf Course. Very interesting here. Guess it got the name from these rough areas there because there are all over the place tiny wide holes.
Devils.
And those holes looking like golf holes, but basically you would never be able to play golf there because you could not even walk on this salty and rough terrain because it will cut your shoes and it will not make you happy. And from there we continued to the lowest point in the valley, to the Badwater Pool. And from there you can see it is 282 or 85 meters below zero.
At the deepest point, and if you can see all the way there, I show you another picture. There is sea level. We are 283 feet below sea level. And this one is a little basin of Badwater, and that's called Badwater here. All of the salt, most like table salt, natrium chloride, is settling here in that area.
Now there are many attractions, and Natural Bridge Canyon is one of the attractions. So you have to drive a little bit upwards to the mountains, and then you have a very broad view, and you can walk up the canyon there. And the canyon this is the natural bridge in that canyon. And from there you have a good way to see all the surroundings and the very colorful areas of the Death Valley. It is only bearable really in the winter time or early spring or late fall. All the other times this is a temperature where you don't want to stay because it is not attractive. From here there is a canyon road where you're driving through a narrow canyon back to the main road through the Death Valley National Park, actually from south to north, or actually southeast to
That looks
northwest.
like they took a wash
This canyon
and
road
made a street out of it.
is a nice canyon road where you can see the formation of the sand and the water what goes through that portion of the canyon. This is more the main road and the flat areas where you drive up and go to the next attraction. In front of us is actually Furnace Creek. Then after that we went to the sand dunes and the sand traps. Also very attractive, but only in the winter time.
Here are the sand dunes. That's the last location where we are. And this is in the north of the park. And there are about 14 square miles of sand dunes. Very interesting. In summer, it gets really hot. In summer, it's got over 200 Fahrenheit. In winter, it's comfortable. It's like, I guess it's going to be now 50 or so. And I'm going to show you some pictures here around the dunes. And there are quite some people here. They're enjoying their
The dunes
vacation.
are here called the Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes. And they are an attraction for many people just to walk there, because you have a wide area to walk on the sands. It was also very nice for our dogs, because the dogs liked to walk in the sand, funnily. And then after that we went to the Mosaic Canyon Trail. And that canyon trail is very similar to the Natural Bridge Trail, but it's more in towards the mountains.
So this is inside Mosaic Canyon. Narrow ways going up the hill, up the mountains.
In total we spent 2 days in the park, so every day we drove in and we drove out. Some of the roads are very rough, and you really need to have a pickup or a good SUV in order to manage that. This is the main road what we used to exit the park.
So that was the last day in the national park. We're exiting, and that was the entrance entrance sign here. And it is the last day when we are leaving now the national park, and it's now snowing, and that's about 3,500 feet high, and we had a good time at the national park, and soon is going to get home. Oh, I forget it. Also, this little town where we are charging at the RV park has superchargers, and this is Betty, Nevada, with 8 superchargers and charge point chargers and a fast charger. And let's say what company is that? And fast charger is out of service. Good that the superchargers are working, so you cannot rely on the fast chargers. But that was all from the Death Valley National Park. So there's also outside the Death Valley, about 30 miles of that in Betty, a supercharger where you can always go back to and charge there to visit the nice national park. And if that's all, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and talk to you next time on the way back.